What happened? You have a short night.
What's that?
You have a short night.
Me? No, I don't. I actually don't have a regular sleeping schedule. Stay up in the night. It's very.
Oh my God, good for me. Is it me?
Not mean, I wouldn't say mean.
Xin chào các bạn, hiện giờ Hòa đang có mặt tại võ đường của Johnny Trí Nguyễn ở quận 7. Thì đây là một cuộc hội ngộ giữa võ sư Flores và Mr. Johnny Trí Nguyễn. Các bạn xem ha. Ok, Hòa sẽ để micro để có một cái buổi đối thoại này.
I think I know the press a lot.
Yeah, more than me for sure. That's for sure. You have more experience on that field, and well, about 4 months ago, 3 months ago, I know you. Because you make a statement about I should not fight the way I do. Remember that you said that I didn't like the way he fight. He should follow the rules. He should do protection in a regular ring. And then I answer you back. You see my answer, right? No. Anyways, from there you say, okay, and then the news became very big. And I just said, okay, I'm just gonna come see Johnny, shake hands and talk, and that's it. Because, well, both of us, before you're an actor, you're a martial artist, right? It's the martial art to bring you to doing movies. Am I right? So we share in the common
love, I think everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I don't like to hear it from other people. I always love to come and see in person, see the guy, and then talk to the guy, and make things clear in person, right?
Correct.
So yeah, here I am. No, I'm trying to quit. I used to.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I think the press is just always trying to make news out of negativity, and a lot of it is just sometimes clever editing of the quotes. I always say that people that love the martial art, it doesn't matter what style, it's the same passion.
Exactly.
Yes, it's our same passion, and we try and just pursue the love. And then a lot of people have it, but they don't pursue it. People like martial art, but they never have the chance or the opportunity to pursue it.
Yeah, true.
And we do, and or we go for it. And
I can see that here. This is the thing, right?
Yeah, living the passion.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we have in common.
Quite fortunate.
How long have you been doing martial art? My God, more than 20 years for sure.
I think since I was 10 years old, and then I stopped competing when I was 26, but I went into more of just light training and teaching.
Teaching.
Yeah. And then, but mostly now I don't even, because my student is good enough to run the class.
Yeah.
So then just sit back and enjoy
And watching.
their passion, yes.
Yeah.
So that's just, every day I just love to relax and just watch the kid train.
Yeah. So now you're pushing the next generation, right, to improve it.
When I was young, I loved to have a place to train. Sometimes you don't have a good school around, so I'm just trying to provide a place for people who love
Yeah.
train to come and train. And it's good, the activity of martial art is never about business. You're trying to.
I know that.
Business with
I could do more money elsewhere than in martial art. When we do that, because we really, like you said first, we have a love for this beautiful thing. It's martial art.
Because I find a, as I train and, at a young age, I always question, you know, why the passion for, what's the drive for my, and as I grow up in this is, I wouldn't say this is martial arts philosophy, it's the way, right? I mean, every martial art is the Tao, right?
Yeah, the way. Yeah, exactly.
The way. Why is it not the style, but the Tao? I ask myself, where's the way lead to, right? But it's not written in like a religion or anything. It's not written.
Well, you have to fight in yourself by doing martial art.
Beautiful. Yes, you're just fighting yourself. You're just training how to lose, basically.
Yeah,
the
it's true.
first day you start in martial art, you think you're training to win.
No.
Just training to lose that ego.
But you know, the thing is, what I love, my grandmaster told me, you know, that the worst enemy you have is the one you see every morning when you brush your tooth.
I love him.
You see, and it's true. When you do martial arts, it's fighting against yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to train, but okay, I'm gonna go train. You know, sometimes you don't want to teach. It's always about you, you know.
Yes, fantastic. I love to see that. You know, the young martial artists, when they first come in, they don't really see that philosophy.
No.
Yes, they think, you know, they train to get better, to beat, you know, somebody else.
Exactly.
And then at the point, and then ultimately they realize, man, I've been just beating myself, the one self that wanted to beat.
exactly. But it takes time. It takes time, you know. When we're younger,
like we said.
No, exactly. Because when we're younger, it's about, you know, winning over the others, but no, it's here. Yeah. Well, this is why. Well, it's good that I'm talking to you because I think we have the same point of view of martial art when you're really into it, right? And this is why sometimes I do exchange, but not to be the best. You know, you cannot be the best. It's impossible, you know.
It's like trying to conquer the limitless.
Exactly. Hey, I love this. Yeah. But it's not about that. It's about, you know, the drive, the feeling to learn. Even if you lose, you know, this is what I love of martial art. You did competition before, right? You know, remember the first time you came to the ring? You don't know the guy, that feeling, that drive, you know, but it's all in you see?
It's the challenge toward yourself.
Exactly, because sometimes you lose because you lose against yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's what normal people don't get, and I think that's what the press don't get. You know, they think it's a challenge of something else, but it's not. It's not really. Ultimately, the challenge is here.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy inside.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Though that's why. Okay, that's why. You know, when they told me, asked me, what do you like about Johnny? You know, as martial artist. You know, to tell you the truth, I didn't know much but when I said, okay, I'm gonna look at Johnny, and then I see you start doing movies, then I go back. Man, you're very good at kicks, you know, that really impressed me, the kicks. How long you put to do those kicks, you know? And they asked me, what do you want? Why do you want to go see Johnny? And I said, I'm gonna say anything, because if I said that long, it's gonna be that later on, you understand?
You wouldn't believe how many phone calls I get from the press lately. I just don't answer.
Yeah, I can see that. But
because I believe I talk to, you know, since my time as being an actor, I talk to many press.
Yeah.
And always when I read the article, I go, well, you know, that's not really what
what I said. Exactly. You know, lately, I have an example. Lately, you know, Twin Hack and all that story. And then one newspaper came and I said a joke. Is I'm gonna stop playing Tom and Jerry, you know. But I just see that they make a big story about my joke. But my joke was very simple. And they said, "Oh, you're starting to talk like all the Vietnamese are Jerry." No. Don't go there, you know. Like
I believe they try to find every bad image. Even like. I don't read the news, yes, but some friends share like some news clips, photos or articles on Facebook to me, and I just look and I go, wow. The way they portray you is like the bad guy, the
troublemaker.
Yes,
the troublemaker. I know.
And I go, you know what? I know the press.
But it makes more. noise. Okay. Well, after when we finish all that, we will have another conversation more like how can I say it? Martial artist.
Yes.
Okay. And I explain more about my background, where I came from, and I want to hear from you. You know, because you have a lot of things I can learn from you. You know.
We always have many things to learn from each other.
So, and something that my master teach me, I always try to put in application. When you say something, you do it. So always trying to keep my word. You know, back in the days, I'm gonna come see Johnny, I'm gonna shake the hands. I'm gonna do it. I'm not just a guy who's talking, you know, because a lot of people just talking,
Yes.
and when the time comes, nothing happens, you know.
And it's funny because martial artists, we visit other school quite often. I do that all the time. You know, when I go to a new city or even India, I go visit the school. And here we have many martial artists visit the school. It doesn't have to be like press noisy.
I know that.
It's quite normal. Like I get some people calling me up and they say, no, it's very normal to visit a martial arts school. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
And we have great martial artists come here all the time too. But for some reason, you know, being, I think we're generating negativity into martial art by the press. And that's not what we want to do. You know, we want parents to look at martial art as a place to put their kids in, to train, to get, you know, more discipline, to have a stronger will.
Yeah, health,
and to
mentally
be
health.
themselves, you know.
Yeah,
You don't want to portray martial art that way. So,
but you know what is funny? But when we do martial art, they say there's so much violence, but it's not true. Because you control yourself, you know, you're understanding the violence with technique, you know, and you can teach that to the youth. You know,
I tell people that a martial art is you come in, you naturally have a lot of maybe testosterone or negative energy inside. Out in the world. You run into that. And you go in the dojo and you beat the hell out of it. And you let it all out. You know. What you bring back home is positive energy. And what you bring out to the world is positive energy. You know, it's not about learning the aggression here. It's about letting the aggression go in the dojo.
Exactly. And the dojo is the only place you would discover some things you didn't know about yourself. You know, remember when you were a beginner, when you started the martial art, you don't know your ability, you don't know your weakness, you know, and then by doing it, you're starting to discover yourself, you know. It's a beautiful path, and so that's why even today, you know, what we're doing now is a good example of how martial art can really exchange, you know. Sometimes, okay, we're gonna use the press, okay, the press is here, okay, but at the end it's about the mutual respect and the good part of visiting other schools. Like you said before, you know, it's very normal to go visit other school when you're doing it in a good way with respect, you know.
Yes.
And then you can share, like share knowledge, share passion, you know.
It's you know, when we come into martial art, we always when we come into martial art, we first learn the martial art. We always get beat up by the guys.
The elder.
The elder.
Yeah, true. Oh my God, I remember that very well.
Come on, right? Who comes in very good at the beginning. So we actually learn how to lose. Yeah, we learn how to lose our cockiness. Yeah?
Ego.
Our ego.
That ego. Yeah.
And the thing about martial arts is that as we get good, you know, as we get better, the more we train. Of course, it comes with a lot of determination, commitment, yes. that has to. You kind of have to kill away the laziness, all the aggression in order to grow in martial art. The more we train, we get better. And when we look at the new people come in, we don't really disrespect them, right? That's for us.
But that's what I love, you change the role. Before you receive the teaching, after you have to give it back.
Right.
Been there, done that, so you have experience. So it's up to you now to let the other people grow, take
You look at them and you see, oh, that was me, that was me a long time ago. That was the guy who was clumsy and couldn't even get the technique, even though I see it and I can't. The body is just not connected, The neural is not,
it's here, but doesn't come the connection. Yeah, I know.
And so, sometimes that's the joy of teaching for me, to see, me in the previous passion inside, the youngster.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's very relaxing to just walk around and look at them train. And then I also try to start run competition.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I organized quite a few competition here.
MMA?
I organized the first MMA competition in Vietnam here.
Oh yeah.
And I did that I ran around 8 MMA competition before the government said it's temporary, not legal, to run MMA competition. Before there's no rule.
Yeah.
But they're trying to sanction it, So maybe the time will come when we can run it together. But then after that, I run competition that is kind of like Muay Thai, but we allow takedown.
Okay.
No
K1, like K1? Kind of K1?
Yeah, kind of. You allow all kind of takedowns.
Yeah.
To make it more open for all martial arts.
Yeah. All martial arts included.
Yes, and
interesting.
It's not because I say in certain style they allow takedown, but not kick or punch. Some style like judo, some styles allow kick and punch and knee and elbow, but not. You cannot grab the weights or grab the leg and take down or sweep or anything.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do MMA, but we do more of
more free.
More free, stand up and take down.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
We ran quite a few of those competitions.
Oh yeah.
Lately, last year. And then just recently, about 2 months ago, down.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Okay.
So that encouraged a lot of.
In here?
I ran a lot of competition here, but last year I ran a lot around in Da Nang and recently Cam Mau in the south. Ho Chi Minh is more difficult to get the permits for me.
Oh yeah?
It's I guess still very political. There's many sides. Right? In other places it's easier. But hopefully in the near future we get to run more.
Yeah.
Those competitions.
How old are you?
I am 44.
40. Oh my God, you don't look like. Yeah, it's still young, man. Yeah, it doesn't look like that old.
Yeah, it's funny because Victor Cui and the 1FC came here. Because they're trying to get the 1FC into Vietnam,
Yeah.
And he asked me if I wanted to compete in the 1FC. Man,
Really? You have to do that?
and he said, I haven't competed since I'm 26. That's like 19 years ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
So, but my student, he's in the lab.
He's still in the field of
he's
battle.
in the 1FC now. So
He's on the top here.
he he was scheduled to fight 3 times, but we couldn't get the visa.
Really? Okay.
Vietnamese is very hard to get the visa to go to Macau, so we have to wait for.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yes. So we have to wait for to organize a competition in a Southeast Asian country where it's easier for Vietnamese to compete.
Yeah.
That'd be very soon. But he.
How long is doing Muay Thai, right? You're the teacher.
Yeah,
so you're the one who's teaching everything.
I try.
Oh, right.
He learns fast, and then we have other, in our way, we always encourage more
exchange.
Yes, not necessary, but even like my grandfather time, we started this way of training. He would invite different style to come in to teach his son. And he encouraged my uncle and my dad to go out and learn different styles.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, for him, he learned many styles, but my grandfather started the martial art. But at different time, there's more style that come to Vietnam. When it was his time, it's more like the traditional Vietnamese art, the Cambodian style martial art,
some Chinese,
the Khmer and the Chinese, more those. And that's what he loved, and that's what he trained. But when my uncle and my dad time, more style like karate, judo, and aikido, and
the classical style.
Yeah, the more wider area comes to Vietnam. So he will encourage them to go out and learn. So the way we run is very open. We learn more, and we use whatever works.
Okay, I tell you what. Next time I come here, I'll come in 4 months, 5 months. Okay, without the press. Okay, without the press. Okay, I will come here and train with you guys. Okay. Okay, but no press. Just like as a martial artist.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be fantastic.
Okay. But for me, the first step is very important, no? To see the person, feel the vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after we can do what we want. It's action, like we can talk about martial art for. No, I'm sorry, I need to talk. Sorry. You know that. Do you have any idea what are the rumors they said before I come here?
I try not to pay attention.
I'll let you know because I was concerned. They told me that I'm gonna get in the trap. They're gonna jump on me. They're gonna attack me. They're gonna put me KO. It's gonna take 10 guys waiting for me outside the door. You have no idea what they're saying. Okay? That Johnny's making you a trap. It's crazy stuff,
Rumors and the press will always be like that.
Of course. How long you been doing martial art?
It's 4 to 5 years. Yeah, it's John.
Oh, yeah.
My master.
Okay. So when is the next competition? You don't know yet, right? It depends on the visa,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
I think the next one will be soon because we missed 3 times already.
Oh yeah, 3 attempts and failed.
Well, one time because he went to the first time because he went to Malaysia. He competed in Malaysia, and he won a tournament there, the MMA tournament there. So that's when ONE FC wanted to bring him in, to the roster and schedule a fight for him right away. But during the fight in the Malaysia, he had a small torn toe, like the ligament, so he couldn't compete that time. Fast forward 6 months later, when he could compete, a schedule for Macau, right? And then we say, oh, great, fantastic. So, but we find out the visa for Vietnamese to go to Macau is $1,300 each person.
Are you kidding me?
to get the visa for one person, how do we bring the whole team to support him?
It'd be like $20,000. It's crazy.
So we couldn't go. And then the next one they scheduled for Shanghai. We said, okay, Shanghai is be easy, China.
Yeah, yeah.
But then right before we go, they said, well, you have to get a business visa. Because you go there to pray for money, and then you have to pay tax and things like that. And then we couldn't get the business visa in time. It's business visa. It's like, a lot more paperwork. So now we asked them if they can do it with someone else. But, I think he's in a good, mature time to fight now.
The more you wait, the more you want to fight.
The more energy build up.
Exactly. like inside is like this. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel that with the Twin Hack, but now I give up. So it's the same thing, like 8 years or But I understand. Be patient. That's good. So you open every day here? Every day on the week?
Not me.
Here.
I live here.
No, but it's open every day. Oh, you were here when I came before.
I was sleeping here. You should have just tell the guy to go wake me up. I live here.
Okay, I see.
We kind of live in this. Everybody live here. We have like maybe 15 people. And back to. We like see the kids are training right now. It's very traditional. We keep what is traditional. The
one part traditional,
yes,
one part more modern.
We keep the core of what is needed, because I feel as we grow more as a sport, we let go of the
root.
The root where it's more about just being a strong inner strength as opposed to trying to achieve. As a sport, you're trying to achieve. You reach out. You're not trying to reach in.
Exactly.
Yes.
When you're champion one day, but the day after?
Yeah. You live it yourself, and you have to beat the guy in here. So we try to, of course, adapt with the growth of the sport.
Yeah.
But keeping the core of what is.
Because I went to see over there. There's pictures. That's your grandfather?
Yes, that's my grandfather.
That your father?
My father's father.
Oh, your grandfather?
Yes.
This is your father. Okay.
That's my grandfather up there.
Okay.
And my father is in the States.
In the States? You were born here?
I was born here in 1974.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the State in 83.
Okay.
And then I came back here 2005.
2005, right after Home Back, right? The movie?
Yeah. I did that movie, and then I came back here.
Came back here.
It was close.
Yeah.
It's an hour away, a flight. Do you want like some drink?
No, it's okay. I'm gonna leave soon. You take your time and
just cafe or something. Coffee.
Just water. Water is okay. It's okay. Water.
Mấy Ngọc ơi, cho anh một ly cà phê đá với mấy ly nước cho mấy anh. Cảm ơn. So, yes, she said we have a lot of customers lately because rumors of you coming. I say, well, that's one good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good for you, of course. But that's the good thing about when you put in this beautiful part of martial art of exchange. It doesn't need all the time be technical exchange. Sometimes the first step is the more important step is to know the person. You can feel the person, okay? You know the really intention of the person, and later it's easier. You do exchange because you're already friends. Understand? But this is very important. The step of coming, talking, sharing, and knowing the other people. And
we have many. Sometimes we have guest teacher. Like we have a martial art that comes from maybe Russia, you know.
Yeah.
And he offered his time in Vietnam, you know, to share his knowledge. And we run like a seminar for some of our fighters. You know. And then we have guys from, you know, like MMA fighter from maybe Australia or something, they come. And we often promote, you know, the guest teacher to come and train here. We have guys from like another martial art to come. Because I feel that how we grow is by sharing, not by separating.
Exactly. It's for an application. But well, you did a lot of fight before, right? You did the exchange back in the days, you know, like. But you did, right?
Long time
And
ago.
well, you're doing now, but you used to do before. This is the best way to what can I say? To understand what it's martial art, you know? Don't you agree?
When I look back, it's the best way to challenge your own self.
Exactly, but so I will come to see him in person and try to find out what he really means. If he want to do with me, and that was